Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yeah, so today's shloka, Bhagavad Gita chapter 5, shloka 24. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Yeah, you can repeat after me. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Yontas sukhontara ramaha tathantar jyotirevayah sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhutodhigacchati. Word to word meaning and translation by His Grace Shri A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Yah, one who, antah sukha, happy from within, antah ramaha, actively enjoying within, tatha, as well as, antah jyotihi, aiming within, eva, certainly, yah, anyone, saha, he, yogi, a mystic, brahma nirvanam, liberation in the supreme, brahma bhutah, being self-realized, adhigacchati, attains, one whose happiness is within, who is active and rejoices within, and whose aim is inward, is actually the perfect mystic. He is liberated
he is liberated
in the Supreme,
and
ultimately he attains the Supreme. Yeah, so in the purport we see, unless one is able to relish happiness from within, how can one retire from the external engagements meant for deriving superficial happiness? So what he means here, unless a person dives deep in spirituality, he will remain in the superficial platform. So Krishna consciousness helps us to dive deep into our consciousness and to realize that the Supreme Lord is our eternal well-wisher. So till you get some taste of this spirituality, we will not be moving away from the material desires. Now, as we age at the end of our life, it becomes very difficult. You people, one becomes bald, loses hair, body becomes weak, right? The organs start failing, the teeth falls, and lot of diseases also. Still, the body is full of desires. One is full of desires, even at that stage of life, because he has not attained enlightenment. So in old age, one becomes lonely, he has got nothing to do. People distance, right? From old people, nobody wants to be in their company for long. And in old age, we need assistance, body is diseased, eating becomes difficult, digestion becomes difficult. But if in this situation one is in Krishna consciousness, then he can close his eyes and relish even that stage of life. Now, each aspect of Krishna consciousness is on the spiritual platform, where body is not required. So if one practices Krishna consciousness from an early age, then even at this later stage of our life, one can still be sitting in one place and yet remain smiling. So practice from now only. Now, such people who are able to do this and who have left all the material desires, they have no anxiety. This stage of spirituality, where one doesn't want anything, nor he laments of losing anything, is called Brahma Bhuta. So one should come to this stage of Brahma Bhuta, and then one can move closer to Krishna slowly. So a materialist is anxious, whereas a spiritualist is not. A materialist has great difficulty to even give up his life. A spiritualist will be smiling all through because he totally believes in Krishna and he has already understood the relationship with him. So one should take up the devotional service seriously, enthusiastically, and relish Krishna consciousness as soon as possible. Yeah.